Hey y'all, what's good? It's your girl Nai. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm happy to have you. And to my returning subscribers, hey boo, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm giving you guys some tips and tricks on how I grew my hair healthy and how I got it to waist length as a lazy natural. So if you're interested, stay tuned. But first, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell so you can be notified whenever your girl posts a new video. Now that that's done, let go. Hey y'all, so I know this video has been long awaited for, but you know what, it's finally here. All right y'all, so your girl got her notebook. Whenever she pull this out, y'all already know I'm about to throw out them tips and tricks and all the other good stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first tip that I have as far as how I grew my hair healthy and long to waist length as a lazy natural is, number one, learn your hair. And when I say learn your hair, I mean learn what your hair likes, learn what your hair don't like, learn your hair porosity, all that other stuff. If you want to know how you find your hair porosity, there's plenty of videos on YouTube explaining how you can find your hair porosity. I have low porosity, and yeah, but for an example, I know my hair does not like coconut oil, so I definitely stay far away from products that has coconut oil in it, because whenever I tried putting coconut oil in my hair just didn't feel moisturized. It felt really dry. So I know that my hair does not like it. I know what my hair likes. So my hair likes products with aloe vera in it. It likes products with honey in it. So products with aloe vera in it and honey in it, those are definitely the products that I'm definitely gonna jump on and definitely purchase, because my hair absolutely love it. It leaves my hair moisturized, shiny, and all the 9 yards. So yeah. Tip number 2 is do your hair in sections. I always do my hair in sections, whether I'm washing it, styling it, whatever. I'm always doing my hair in sections, because it just helps me, detangle my hair as best as possible, and make sure each strand of my hair or each section of my hair get that TLC that it needs. The next tip that I have is pre-poo before washing. So y'all, before I started pre-pooing my hair, my wash days used to take forever in a day. That was just too much. So once when I did start pre-pooing, I did notice that my wash days did become a little bit shorter. My wash days still take a long time, but it's shorter than if I wasn't pre-pooing my hair before time. So when I pre-poo my hair, I like to use a conditioner. Pre-pooing definitely helps with detangling your hair, also adding some moisture to your hair, so that way if you do use a product that is stripping, at least you'll have some type of moisture to your hair beforehand, so that way it won't strip all of your oils away from out of your hair. So yeah, I like to pre-poo before my wash days. The next tip that I have is cleanse your hair and your scalp. So I would recommend finding a shampoo that is very cleansing but is non-stripping, so that way you can also keep your natural oils in your hair. The Aztec clay mask is a really good cleanser for your hair. It is a really nice thing to use, especially whenever you want a nice cleanse and a refresher for your curls. And cleansing your scalp, that's where your hair comes from, that's where your hair is growing from, so you definitely want to make sure that you're taking care of your scalp so your hair can grow nice and healthy and just keep blossoming. So the next tip that I have is to deep condition every wash day. I cannot stress this enough. Every time when I wash my hair, I'm always deep conditioning my hair, because it's just an essential. So you definitely need to deep condition your hair. That is what's going to keep your hair nice and healthy. Especially like if you're feeling like your hair is like super dry, you definitely need to get a nice hydrating mask to get that moisture back into your hair. or if you need that protein boost. Like if your hair is feeling like super fragile and things like that, you definitely need to get some protein so your hair can be nice and strengthened. So next tip that I have is I wash my hair every 2 weeks or once a month. Now that may be alarming to some people, but that's me. That's what works for me. I definitely leave my hair alone. I just let my hair do what it needs to do. As far as like doing my hair every 2 weeks, that is when I have like when I'm wearing my afro. As far as like a twist out, braid out, wash and go, that is when I definitely need to wash my hair, because I would definitely try to stretch that style as long as possible. Once when it started looking old or whatever, I start wearing like high puffs and low buns, all the other type of stuff, just to try to keep that hair style as long as possible. Or I'll just braid my hair up into 2 braids until it's time for a wash day. As far as like whenever I do my hair, wash my hair, like in the monthly period, that's when I have like a protective style in my hair, and I definitely keep that protective style in my hair for as long as possible. So yeah, and it definitely worked for me. So there you go. And speaking of protective styles, I absolutely love protective styles. I got a protective style in my head right now. As you can see, I'm wearing a wig. So as far as like with protective styles, definitely make sure that if you do go to a stylist, or if you're doing your hair or if you're doing your own hair, make sure you're not doing your hair too tight around the edges. Make sure that your hair is not too tight. Make sure that it is nice and comfortable, because whenever your hair is too tight, that is applying tension to your scalp, and your scalp will get irritated, your hair might fall out, things like that, and it's just very uncomfortable. Protective styles can be pretty much anything. They could be mini braids, mini twists, finger coils, box braids, faux locks, anything pretty much. As long as it's like low manipulation and you're not having your hands inside of your hair, it's a protective style, and you're just letting your hair do what it wants to do. So yeah, definitely recommend protective styles. Those are my all-time favorite go-to things to do. So the next tip that I have is oil your scalp, and also hot oil treatments. So as far as oiling your scalp, that does provide the moisture. If you have a dry and itchy scalp like myself, if you use like tea tree oil, peppermint oil, rosemary mint, I think that's what it's called, whatever, if you use those type of essential oils inside of like a carrier oil, make sure that you're mixing the two and not just actually applying those essential oils onto your scalp. Those oils will definitely help with opening up your scalp cuticles, so that way it can provide the oxygen to your scalp that is needed. As far as hot oil treatments, I really love hot oil treatments, and the benefits are just freaking amazing. It reduces dryness for the scalp and hair, it helps with dandruff, and it also increases the blood flow in the scalp, which helps with a healthy hair. We all know that our hair is growing from out of our scalp. So whenever your scalp is nice, healthy, clean, and all the 9 yards, your hair is going to flourish, and it's going to be super happy and all the other stuff. Plus a nice massage. Like whenever you apply oil or a hot oil treatment into your hair, make sure you're giving yourself a nice head massage, so all the blood flow can be flowing, and yeah, it just feels super good. The next tip that I have is moisturize your hair in layers. The only thing that I do is apply a leave-in conditioner, and then I'll apply a some type of cream if I'm doing a protective style, or if I'm doing like a wash and go, twist out, whatever. I'll do a leave-in conditioner, and then I'll apply a gel on top of that. I don't put oil on my hair. I know back in the day, that's what the natural hair community was saying, apply oil on your hair. I just didn't see no point of it. I always apply oil on my scalp. So yeah, but now it's a whole debacle talking about don't put oil on your hair and all this other stuff. So yeah, do what works for you. moisturize your hair in layers. Make sure you're applying your leave-in conditioner and then apply your cream or gel, oil, whatever you want to do for your hair. So yeah. The next thing that I have is take care of your ends, your edges, and kitchens. So not your kitchens, your kitchen. You want to make sure that you're moisturizing those parts. Make sure you're adding deep conditioners to your edges, especially to your ends, because the ends is the oldest part of your hair. You definitely want to avoid split ends, single strand knots as much as possible. You also want to apply some deep conditioner on your kitchen so that way it can stay nice and healthy, so you can avoid breakage and stuff like that. Also, not too tight hairstyles on your edges, so we can have and keep our edges. You know, you don't want to be walking around edgeless, okay? And then also, whenever you apply your leave-in conditioner, your creams, make sure you're applying some more to your edges, your kitchen, and also applying more to your ends, because like I said, you want to take care of your edges, you want to take care of your kitchen, and also your ends, because the ends are the oldest part of your hair and it definitely needs some TLC. So the next thing I have on my list is trim your hair as needed. I trim my hair once or twice a year. The time when I do trim my hair is definitely when it's winter time, so around like December-ish. That's when I decide to straighten my hair, blow dry my hair, straighten my hair, and trim my ends. That's when I go in and do like an actual trim. I dust my ends probably like in the middle of the year, so like around June or July. That's when I dust my ends. So like if I see any single strand knots or split ends, that's when I'll go in with my hair scissors and, you know, cut what needs to be cut. I don't trust people, so that's why I don't go to hair salons and get my hair trimmed. But if you do have a professional stylist and if you trust that person, definitely get your hair trimmed as much as needed. Keeping your ends trimmed definitely helps with hair, well, keeping your hair healthy. It does not help with growing your hair. I don't know why people say that trimming your ends help grow your hair, because your hair grows out of your scalp, not at the ends of your hair. It just helps retain length. So yeah, if you want to keep your healthy hair, definitely get your ends trimmed as needed, so you won't have to get a haircut because your ends has split up so much on your hair that you need a haircut. So yeah, definitely keep your ends trimmed. So the next tip that I have is avoid heat. So like I mentioned about trimming my hair, I only apply heat to my hair once a year, and that's when it's winter time, because that's when I can have my hair straightened for the longest. I don't need to apply a flat iron to my hair after I straighten my hair, because I don't have to worry about my hair getting frizzy or my hard work going to waste. I don't have to worry about humidity, anything like that. So that's the only time when I apply heat to my hair. You definitely don't want heat damage on your hair, because that's not healthy hair, it's damaged hair, and you're definitely going to have to chop that off. So yeah, avoid heat as much as possible. I know whenever you get protective styles, a lot of people like to, you know, blow out their hair, whatever. There are ways that you can, you know, get that blowout look without actually adding the heat of a blow dryer to your hair. The thing that I like to do to stretch out my hair whenever I'm about to do a protective style is put my hair in some Felicia braids. Yeah, that helps. I put my hair in Felicia braids after I wash my hair, and then yeah, sleep with it overnight, take the braids out, and my hair is elongated and stretched out, and I didn't have to add heat. So yeah, that's a tip. There's other ways that you can stretch out your hair without heat. Definitely check out YouTube. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of videos to help you out with that. So yeah, the next tip that I have, I cannot stress this enough, is keep your hair protected at night. Keep your hair protected at night. Always have some type of satin on your hair, whether it's your pillowcase, a satin bonnet, or a satin scarf. It's going to help you so freaking much. Cotton definitely dries your hair out, and you don't want that. You want to make sure that you're retaining your moisture, keeping your hair nice, moisturized. It does help with your whatever type of style that you have in your hair, helps it last a little bit longer. keep some type of satin silk on your hair. Like I said, bonnet, satin scarf, satin pillowcase. I have all three, so yeah. Make sure you're protecting your hair before you go to sleep. The next tip that I have is avoid towels to dry your hair. And the towels that I'm talking about is like towels that you use to dry off your body, because those towels can definitely like cling onto your hair and it can break off your hair. So if you want to use a towel, definitely get a microfiber towel, a t-shirt towel, or just use a regular t-shirt that you don't wear that much, and you could just wrap your hair up and dry your hair just like that. So another tip that I have is to definitely start finger detangling. That is the best way to detangle your hair, is with your fingers. Now, I'm not saying don't use tools like as far as like shower combs or Watsu combs or detangling brushes. I just recommend finger detangling your hair first, because that way you can feel the tangles that are in your hair, and instead of like using a comb or a brush to like rip out that tangle that's in your hair, you can actually feel it and pull it apart gently and safely and detangle your hair the proper way that it's needed. And then if you want to follow up with a comb or a brush, you can definitely go in with that after finger detangling your hair. Hey y'all, I know the lighting may be off. I'm editing this video right now and I just thought of another tip, which is to remove your jewelry while you're doing your hair, so your jewelry won't snag onto your hair while you're doing it and possibly rip your hair out. So yeah. And the last and final tip that I have is I like to use products that has Jamaican black castor oil in it, because Jamaican black castor oil promotes hair growth, thickness, and yeah, I just really like using products with Jamaican black castor oil in it, because that just helps with, you know, helping growing my hair and things like that. So yeah, those are all my tips that I have for you all that I follow. So hopefully that helps someone out. I am not that natural that washes their hair once a week, take their protector style out in like 2 weeks, and all the 9 yards. I am definitely that lazy natural that washes their hair whenever they want to, when they can, keeping a protector style as long as possible, but definitely for sure I do take care of my hair underneath the protective style. I do take care of my scalp if I do have like individual braids and stuff like that. So yeah. And just a disclaimer, please stop saying that your hair is not growing, because your hair is always growing no matter what. Some people's hair grow faster than others, so just be patient, don't stress out, and just let your hair grow and flourish and just leave it be. Let it do its thing. Before I end this video, I do want to share my hair goals with you. So my first goal is to definitely keep my hair nice and healthy, and my next hair goal length is tailbone length. I already reached waist length, so my next hair goal length is to get my hair to my tailbone. So yeah, I'm definitely working towards getting my hair to tailbone length. Definitely comment down below what's your hair goals, or what's your hair goal length that you would like to accomplish. So make sure you leave that inside the comment section down below. All right, y'all, so that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give your girl a big thumbs up, like smash that like button right now. Also, comment down below what are some tips and tricks that you do to keep your hair nice and healthy. And also don't forget to comment down below your hair goal length. I really would like to know. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed to my channel already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell so you can be notified whenever your girl posts a new video. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.